In high school, my favourite subject was drama and music. I liked the fact that I could express myself through the creative arts. I could use my body and everything.
Subject was music purely because it allowed me to express myself, basically. Creativity and logic. I really enjoyed logical based activities written down and music activities hands-on style. We could really do something about it.
The funnest was drama because that was sort of like the hands-on muck around, have fun class where you got to muck around. But probably the one I most look forward to and that it was sort of the easiest for me was maths, because I could sort of just read something and pick up on it, and then when I applied it to situations I'd be able to do it quite easily.
It's a definite mixture of everything. I listen to orchestral music or relaxation music when I study. I'm a note taker. I take notes and everything like that. But I find I have to get up and walk around every 10 minutes because I can't sit still.
Definitely wrote everything down, but that was mainly in class time. I didn't really go back on my notes, more tried to remember what I actually did in the class.
I'm a bit of everything. Like, I'm really a perfectionist with my notes because for law you have to make sure you have hundreds of notes and then reading a lot, and then for me I have to block out everything else when I'm actually studying, so like I need music to block everything else out so I can just study words and really immense and stuff.
It was sort of like a combination of all that, but it was more once I heard something and then read it to reinforce it, I'd then just apply it to different situations, and that would allow me to fully understand the concept.
My favourite teacher was probably my 11 and 12 music teacher. He really encouraged an open forum style of learning, mainly like the tutorials that you get at university, but in a high school format, which is rare for a teacher to actually do. But I found I did retain a lot of information that people were talking about. We'd discuss it and people would have an opinion on it, and you get to know other people's opinions. I find it's easy to associate information with knowing how someone else feels about it and what they think.
Then my main favourite would have been my Year 12 Maths C teacher, in that she was very knowledgeable and she would, like, you'd read the subject matter but she'd explain it to you and she'd write it down and give you different scenarios on how it worked and stuff like that. It was really helpful.
My least favourite subject was probably information technology. Even though I am quite a technological person, I like technology, I found that it was very monotonous. Programming, even though it's a boring subject, could have been taught in a more interesting way. Our teacher sort of just threw it up on the board and let us copy it out. And I found that wasn't, it didn't engage my mind. I wasn't interested, I wasn't active, I was sort of sitting down. So even though while I do take notes, I do like an active component to it.
English I did not like at all, probably because I wasn't really a reader, and I didn't enjoy doing it.
I'm a huge fan of group discussions in classrooms. I think you can learn a lot more by discussing information with your class rather than just taking notes and then closing your book and walking away from learning activities.
Definitely prefer to be individual because I can concentrate on my work. Because if I have distractions, I'll just branch off because I like having fun and just interacting with people. So if there's other people around, it'll just be like, oh, let's go hang out with them and do something. So it really distracts. That's why I don't study at uni.
I like sports. I don't really have time for it much anymore. But I think reading, that's another one. Listening to music. I have a broad range of things that I like to do.
I like Taekwondo. I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I like that because it's hands-on as well. I do scuba diving, also because it's hands-on, basically anything to get me out.
I go to the gym in my spare time, so like all the gym classes, like running classes, reading, I love to read, and yeah.